Okay, thinking. Now, as for where we should be looking, I rather doubt Emmett Silk will be sitting around out in the open. I propose we follow the slope down towards the deeper trenches and keep an eye out for rock formations large enough to house a stronghold. Let's be off then, but watch your footing. The ground is still wet and like to be slippery. Let's see what the bottom of the ocean has for us today. Okay, alright. Not seeing much, are you? Wait. How about that large formation over there? Someone here has been doing some redecorating. Hello? Wait. Yes. Hey, sorry for spooking you there. Ah, the finless ones. They followed me. Why have you come? Was it you who took away our water?
Ah, so this is where the Ondo make their home. I had wondered. Pray forgive us any inconvenience we have caused. We were not aware your people lived here in the Tempest. We need this great dome of air that we might conduct a most urgent search, and thus beg you for your understanding.
Chieftain, what are we to do?
Are you emissaries of the Ancient Ones? The mysteries have stirred. We have seen the illuminated land shining through the gloom of the abyss. If you are the emissaries, the chosen, I bid you welcome. If you are not, I bid you leave. I am not sure I understand. Would you be willing to elaborate? It would seem not. I suggest you withdraw for the moment.
So, what's the plan? Given your condition, I'm reluctant to suggest lingering here. That said, our presently meandering search would proceed far more swiftly if we could call upon the Yonder's local knowledge.
Yes. I'd like to know more about this illuminated land the chieftain spoke of. Could it be Emmett Silk's stronghold, do you suppose? Perhaps he lit the lanterns upon his return? We cannot dismiss the possibility. If Izondo refused to speak with us... Gala, no third. Do you remember my first scheme for entering Yulmore? How I had planned to ingratiate myself by offering lucrative trading opportunities with the Ondo? Excuse me. The individual I dealt with was reticent in manner and curious in custom, but we were able to reach an agreement nonetheless. I believe that with the right approach, we can build a similar relationship here.
What kind of approach did you have in mind? That chieftain fellow didn't leave us many options.
If we are to tread the swiftest course, then we must needs locate its beginning. 'Tis plain our all too dramatic arrival hath thrown this settlement into confusion. Were we to solve such problems as we have caused, and assure our hosts thereby that our purpose here is not inimical to them, they may yet prove amenable to reason.
I smell chores. But very well, if it can be done quickly. What do you think? I've nothing better to offer, but I do worry what will happen to the Yonder's tales end up leading us to a dead end. I cannot say for certain, but I sense this tribe has a deeper connection to the Ascians than first meets the eye. It warrants further investigation. Thus, I cast my vote in favor of aiding the settlement for the time being. Let's do what we do best.
Then it is settled. Ishola, pray proceed with your investigations. The rest of us will see about fostering some goodwill.
Nice little reprieve. As always.
Reprieve, right?
Yeah.
Colin Arthurta, you won't believe who I've just bumped into. This is Posh Uan, the very fellow I did business with prior to our ill-fated stay in Yulmore.
I waited, but you did not come. Then the mist still came, but his visits did not continue.
I am truly sorry, Posh Uan. Things did not proceed as planned. Is there aught we can do for you by way of an apology?
Perhaps. Where the dry return, a cavern to the north, is home to giant crabs. We do not fear the crab, for we are the swiftest swimmers. But now there is no water. We run, and they scuttle close behind, snapping and snapping with their claws. Too many of them. Too many.
I believe I can be of assistance there. And what of you? If you've not found a task, you are most welcome to join me. Indeed, I should appreciate the company. Where the dry return has a rather ominous ring to it.
Alright. A few extra side quests before we, inevitably turn into a mindless beast. That is... Huh. Oh, I think I see. What I thought was an exit was in fact only an entrance. kind of curious. What did he expect for the last zone?
I forgot that we hadn't seen all the zones. Genuinely, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, so old friends.
Yep.
I think if your target dies mid-cast, you should be able to switch targets before the end of the cast timer.
You should. I agree with that.
It's very annoying.
Bane of black mages everywhere. There we go. Yeah, you could crack their shells. You must be stronger than you look.
I see you've reached your quota first again. I shall never be your equal in such tasks. Still, I would say we have reduced the total crab population to a far less threatening number.
My thanks to both of you. You must have a reward.
Nay, Posh Xuan, this was to be a part of my apology to you, remember? Besides which, the lack of water is our doing, for which we must also make amends. Might I convince you to tell us something about your village instead? I would very much like to learn more of you and your people.
Very well. Before the flood came, it is said that our ancestral home was found in the seas to the south. It was utterly destroyed by the light. Only those who were out hunting survived. They swam, aimless and lost, until they spied buildings here on the ocean floor. Oh, so you didn't make them. Strange buildings they were, and long had they stood under the water. Yet somehow they had been spared the scars of time and current. These structures provided shelter for my people, protection from the tempest's turbulent waters and the predators which hunted within them. Their very existence seemed a miracle. The first settlers pondered their good fortune. It was clear that the race who had built such wonders had guided their course, and from this did they discern the truth. That the ancients had chosen us to serve as caretakers of their eternal sanctuary, until such time as they returned. Thus, if it is judged that your coming, and this great vanishing of water, was by the ancients' design, you will find warm welcome here.
A truly astonishing history. Yet I cannot help but wonder, how will the significance, or otherwise, of our arrival be decided?
The ancients have blessed us with protection and prosperity. If your presence serves to bring us the same, there will be no doubt in the matter. So just keep doing what we're doing.
And it would seem our earlier decision was the correct one. We thank you for the lesson, Pashuan, and will continue to do all we can to assist your people. Should you desire our help with any other trouble, pray do not hesitate to ask. We should return to the task at hand. Only, do not try to overexert yourself, my friend. The risk far outweighs the gain.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Quests.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, we don't really have time to be wasting. What with, you know, the impending death and all. Ah, Gala, Nathota. Have you learned aught of note? Fascinating. And precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. In fact, if you have a moment, I'd like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. Come. I thought you were right out here, but... Now, there are two tasks I would have you perform. The first requires you to inspect the buildings which surround the Ondo settlement, and note their most distinctive characteristics. For the second, I wish you to use this knife to take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Pray be as thorough as you can. I shall be waiting here for the results of your investigations. Inspect the structures with the Ondo cups for distinctive features.
Distinctive window up at the top.
Ooh, yep, let's get that. The tall, slender towers feature many elaborate windows, the likes of which you have seen nowhere else. It's very tall.
Large. Excuse me.
No. You set the point of the knife against the wall, but even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. And what have you discovered? Yes, I would agree that the windows are most distinctive. It would seem the structures appear the same to both your sight and mine. And you say you cannot so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade. Everywhere I turn in this place, my gaze is drawn by peculiar materials for which I do not have a name. The buildings I had you investigate are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you it is nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as a composite of several mineral properties, blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. Even the Ronkin Empire, once the greatest power in Northront, produced nothing which compares to this level of perfection. But if not the Ronkins, then who? Who would these ancients the Ondil claim as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answer lies with the reason Emetzelk withdrew here to the Tempest. They may simply have wished to retreat somewhere where mere mortals would struggle to reach, but there are many such remote locations. Why here, specifically? Emetzelk is devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of stronghold somehow serves the Ascian agenda. Or mayhap, 'tis a place more dear to him than any other. You can't be insinuating this is being built by ancient Ascians. That would be a lot of Ascians. That is my theory, that these structures are remnants of a time before history, of a star that was yet whole and unbroken. Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the succession of umbral calamities, but here in the first they might have remained untouched for millennia. A copy of the mural in the Katana Ravel. Almet presented it to me during my visit to Fano after our victory in Colucia. Here, in the first scene, by Emetzelk's own words, it depicts a city of eons past and the disaster which befell it. The design is much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you have just inspected? We are closer to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surrounds for another tower, one which matches the picture near enough to remove all doubt. From what I have seen, not more than sand and more sand lies to the east, and the south held no structures. I suggest we try our luck further to the northwest. You may view the Katana Ravel mural at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the Key Items menu. The quest destination will not be displayed on the map. You must search for a structure which resembles the buildings in the mural, then inspect it from the survey point. The survey point will be found nearby, in a location which allows a full view of the structure.
Bastards.
I unfortunately know exactly where to go, so this is all on you.
I got it.
Let's look at this structure.
Okay. Northwest starting point. Whatever, there should be a lot more dead sea life around here.
Well, who's to say these giant slugs haven't already eaten all of them?
Excuse me. Taking a quick peek around.
All I see is wet sand.
Sigelaten.
Yep, that's a Ymir.
The map looking real quick. We're gonna keep going this way.
Okay.
There's a spur up here I want to look at. Where is there?
I think it's over there.
Yeah, it's this tunnel here.
I will say...
It's not that.
Not that. I don't think we can go down from here.
No. We can go down there, but I don't know that we want to.
Not from this height.
Not from here. We're exploring.
We are exploring.
Aren't you glad you have me leading the exploring?
Yeah. We'll find it eventually.
I know. It's just mildly irksome. The boys are yelling.
Yeah, I can hear him going meow. Meow.
The issue is I want to leave the door open so Jonesy can get in if she wants, but if the boys are lonely, they fucking scream.
Meow. Ah! Shit.
There's lots of light in the distance that I can't quite make out.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's just more of this glowing coral. Oh, I know. What's this? Here we go. Got it. Let's find the point. It's the thing in the foreground of the mural. Somewhere where we can see the whole thing. So we gotta get up. Oh, there's an eighth grade.
Ether current.
Oh my god, excuse me.
Hey, a survey point.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna tune to this and close the door while it's doing it. Okay. Here we are.
Ugh.
Yep. A survey point.
Aye. This is the mural writ large. Though I cannot guess as its purpose, it must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's height lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder? Centuries of our history have settled upon such ruins. Countless layers of dust and sediment. An entire civilization, its existence forgotten by all except a handful of our seeds. And yet it did exist. They lived here, in this city. But let us focus on what we've learned thus far. The Undo chieftain spoke of mystery stirring, of a land illuminated. Judging by his words, he believes this phenomenon related to the ancients' return. Thus can we surmise that what the Undo saw shining in the abyss was, in all likelihood, Yet another remnant of this age-old civilization. And who else would light the lanterns, as Rain put it, than Emet-Selch himself? It is almost certain he is there. So I just need to figure out how to get to it. Ready for you to turn around?
Shoot him up.
There you go. But if we are to find the stronghold in a timely manner, it seems gaining the Ondo's trust remains our swiftest path forward. I hope our deeds are enough to win them over.
Complete. Level 81.
Oh, 81. Oh boy. Thank you for assisting me with my investigations. I shall seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you are not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Posh's Owen again, and ask if there is aught else he is willing to divulge. So we can do that. Back to the cups!
To the cups.
Posh. Ah, Alphino's friends. You and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the walls of the Forgotten? I think we've just come from them. The remnants to the northwest, yes? You visited them unbidden. Could it be that your footsteps were guided by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape for us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit this artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grenold. You will find his workshop in a metal structure to the south. It all keeps coming back on itself. Do you... Hey, never mind.
What?
Never mind. All will become clear in the illuminated land. Oh. Well, that's not hard to find.
Was there side content that mentioned this guy that I missed?
No, but not in the first. No, they talked about him, with Catless.
Right. Well, I know the talking, the bit we got of him today, but before that.
No. Yeah, it might make sense. Hello? Knock knock. You can take him.
Well, that's just great, that is. You mind just playing tricks on me now? Look, Gretel, someone's come to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or it might just be as you're a ghost, eh? Gone, foul shade, feast yourself on me rotten soul. I've got no use for it. A craftsman who can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a dome and hammer. And that's an insult to bloody sea slugs.
Grout appears to be suffering from a crushing bout of self-doubt. Mayhap you can psych him up?
Spike. Eh? You wouldn't be trying to raise my spirits now, would you, spirit? Not what you'd expect from a servant of the Netherworld.
So, you really don't remember Geralt?
I do.
What? Say hello
From Eureka?
Yep. Say hello
Yep.
to his first iteration.
Have we met before?
Through this playthrough, I've come to the conclusion that Chinese is just Sid. It's just this version of Sid.
China's a Sid?
Yeah.
I buy that. I fully buy that. Yeah, might be because paths back in the Crystarium, but I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. Name's Grinold, and this here's meant to be me underwater sanctuary. A place where I can give myself over to me work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet here you stand. Now what's so damned important that you dive all the way down to the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? Ah, the Undo's lamp. God curse me, empty head! I've not so much as made a start! Groundskeeper, will I? That's what I'm fucking doing.
Yeah.
Fuck!
I mean, it works. That's kind of the accent you give Geralt.
I'm worthless than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by a sea slug. Me delivery date's long past, me workbench is untouched, and I call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have you? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. And it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion. But I just can't bloody well. Yeah, my mind's a bleeding blank. It's like I've pissed away my last drop of inspiration. Shouty shout, big shout shout.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you've got something to show me. Something that'll give me a muse a right good kick at the arse.
Well...
The Undo want to honour the coming of these ancients, so their ancestral lights got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like the spark of life caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly is not enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean?
Your thoughts turn to Brandon and Nielbert, and the crystals you discovered at the end of their journey. Maybe Granold could find inspiration in them. Welcome to the reason you have to do your fucking grow quests. This is the part they fucking stonewall you in.
You get all the way to here and they're like, psych, go back.
Yeah. Hey, did you finish those errands? You didn't. Tough shit.
I've let the Undo down, aye. But more than that, I've let myself down. Might as well go back to mending kettles.
Yeah, don't, please. Show Granold the crystal, which once belonged to one of Albert's companions. Yes.
Air the beard.
Air the bird.
What's that you've got there? Such striking beauty. It shines with heartache and laughter and the transience of life, like the turmoil of history made manifest. Aye, I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. Ah, you'd never capture such a gleam, not if you laboured 100 years. But bugger me if I don't mean to try. What are my tools, gods damn you? I must get to work before the feeling fades. Excuse me.
The funny part is, due to the fact that all of the relic quests are optional, This could be the first time you're meeting someone who looks like this.
Hmm.
And then when you
Yeah.
go back and actually do the fucking quest, you're like, wait a second, hold on.
Hold the fuck up.
Can you be holding the phone?
Hold every phone. I can feel it. A vision forming in me mind. Step aside, lass, and let me itching hands get to work. And done! I've taken the wonders the crystal showed me and channeled them into a new shape, what befits the Ondo's spiritual character.
Damn, alright.
Not a bad job if I do say so myself. And to think, I was this close to hanging up me hammer after studying the craft of them ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Norvrant and gobbled up every scrap of crafting wisdom that I could find. But no matter which technique I tried, me work was just no comparison. I couldn't even figure out how they put the damn buildings together. A mystery for the ages. That's what drew me here in the first place. I built my workshop, got the forges burning, then lost me bleeding will to craft. It's like every Minecraft obsession ever.
Yep.
Thank the gods for that crystal of yours, or I never have gotten back. I won't pry into your business, but I reckon your little miracles there have been through the kind of journey they sing songs about. The echoes of the memory it holds just speak directly to your heart. Aye, I can still feel them coursing through me. The inspiration's not fading away. It's welling up stronger and stronger. Give me the chance and I reckon I can weave the crystal saga into other things as well. But bugger me, I'd almost forgotten the Ondo's commission. If you could drag that lamp over to Jesus Christ. Tosh for me, I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for you to try. Christ alive.
Yeah. You now have access to Grenald's Forge. Equipment reports will become available for collection based on the world quests you have completed. Say hello to the artifact here.
Cool. So how do I get to here?
Talk to him and get the rewards.
Oh, nice.
They are free to
yes.
grab. And if you, for some reason, get rid of them, just come back here. He'll give you another pair.
Alright, let's see how it looks. You know what? Oh no, see they did the thing where they don't give me pants.
They've given you a
I don't
skirt.
approve of that. I don't approve of that. I like pants.
What about the hat?
Hey, let's see.
Big doofy hat.
Yeah, alright. Oh no, I can't apply a glamour plate here yet. Okay.
Yeah, I do not like the hat for this. It don't work.
It's like a helmet with a hat. That's weird.
It's so weird. I don't like it.
I'm going to wear this for exactly as long as it takes me to apply my glamour.
Alright, well, let's go start bringing that back over to Tolshisan. So, here's the fun thing. Now that we have access to Grenald, so long as you have finished the role quest for the magical DPS, get any other magical DPS up to level 80, and their level 80 artifact gear will be available for Grenald. Same with every other class that can have gear from Grenald.
Cool.
That's the tall Jesus.
Ooh.
What? Ooh.
It's just some decoration stuff for the bisexual gemstones. My clothes are back.
Damn. You were this guy.
What is it that you have there?
One commission delivery, Cubo.
The sacred lamp! Then the finless one has kept his promise. My people tell me of the many deeds you have performed in the name of aiding the cops. And now you come to me, bearing the light we had almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival was the will of the ancients. Yes, the time for fear has passed. We shall take the lamp and unveil its austere illumination upon the walls of the Forgotten. Gather there with your companions, and we shall speak once again once our prayers have been offered. Prayers. Hababin bidababird.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in
That wasn't that far off.
No, honestly. Well, there's really not much you can do with a Sahagin voice, honestly.
True.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
Yeah.
I thought... Missed that part, did you?
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal? It was Brandon's then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them. I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world.
Yeah, funny how that works.
I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you to the very end.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland. Despite his many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
How are you feeling?
You have completed your devotions?
Okay, not the sound I was expecting.
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes. Impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
Okay.
Chieftain has bidden me guide your steps to the illuminated land. Come, the lie ways downwards. Follow the path of coral and rock.
The lie ways downwards.
I'm going to kill you. I have spears. You know what? Fuck you. I'm not speaking the rest of it. Fuck you. I'm out of here. All are gathered, yes. But I shall describe the path you must take. Enter the cavern beyond and follow the wall down, down, down. Once at the bottom, find a passage to the northwest. Then continue west, west, and west. The way is not simple. Keep your friends within shouting distance, and do not stray into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you will find the Caliban Gap and barrier we placed at its mouth. The obstacle will fade should you raise a hand towards it. We have made it so.
A most succinct explanation. We thank you for your guidance.
Right. Deeper into the depths we go.
Deeper into the depths.
Coming with us? Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Either Kurt.
You want wind? I got wind. I feel like I've been doing pretty good today, but here in what feels like the home stretch, I am putting my phone to the side. Maybe not to the side. I need to have it in front of me now in case I need it. Hello, Thancred!
Each of these bursts of water could carry you clear to the top again. Not that I'm eager to try.
Push. Our guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and thence to the west. Yet 'twould seem these twisting tunnels defy such simple instruction. Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout with care and relay the path ahead to those who come behind. Ishtola did what Ishtola does.
Mm-hmm.
Bulgy coral.
Yep. The rocks
Very
drop off
peach-coated.
sharply here. But I think this coral thick enough to serve as a bridge, as Nothota is just going on without stopping. Ah, why is it squishy? Ew.
Like I said, it's very peak coated.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, oh, the sound.
Yeah. Oh, this is a shipwreck.
Oh, yeah.
And there's more of it over there.
But my place. Ah, Gala, Nothota. You have the choice of two routes from here. You can either take the long way to the south along the rocks, or skip along this coral branch as Alide has done. I, for one, shall be following by my sister's example.
I think if we went the long way, we'd meet more of our friends, but unfortunately we are a little bit strapped for time. You know,
We got
pending death
we
and all.
got this. The fastest light warden this side of the first.
Yeehaw! No, wait, that's Turl.
Oh. Feet. Dan Banaya.
Oh, come on.
I ran right through the middle of them and they did.
I
You?
followed you!
That's insane. Oh, hello.
There you are. Come on, I think I found the tunnel we were looking for.
Dude.
Yeah, don't look down. Looking up is already not good.
Yeah, it's yeah. I see the bear deer. It's really weird because like if I stop and think about this being an ocean area, it gets weebly. But if I just run around like it's normal, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Thermivores. Not really. They can't actually be thermivores because we'd be dying, but they're clearly based on thermivores. Those tube plants.
Yep.
Barnacles. Oh boy, a cooted scene.
Here. This must be the barrier the Yonder spoke of. Oh, that was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness.
It was a treacherous path indeed. Now, I believe one of us needs but raise a hand to banish this next obstacle. Gala, I elect you to do the honors.
Sure.
Specifically Gala. Gone, just like that. I suppose we should head in.
Like us not, this tunnel will be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? This quest is going a little bit longer than I expected. We're going to end it here.
Oh.
Join us next time.
For Good King Mogomog above my hand.
Yes, but I was more so saying the end of everything.